I've not met an Istik before. Do you all look like that?
Istik, are you supposed to be here? Maybe I should report you to the Savage.
This creche is bugs.
That they let outsiders into the creche sets a bad precedent.
Gustel Stornagos employs some intensive methods for a healer.
What business have you in a creche dormitory, Istik? Move along.
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful. There's a parasite nearby. You should take a closer look.
Vertical incision from pineal eye to end of notochord. Intestinal coloration consistent with samples 231 to 259. Do you have a question? Or are you just going to stand there gawking?
I am a child of Gith, not discarded rat flesh. Am I not due your respect?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Let the Istik with you speak, and I will decide what respect you're owed. A very specific question. One that speaks of a more personal motivation for asking. I can only deduce. You have a parasite of your own. Curiosity without toil is like a broken viewing glass. Unfocused and incapable of insight. Let's see what knowledge your labors have borne so far. Tell me, what is your understanding of ceremorphosis? The stupidity encouraged on this plane never ceases to amaze me. Listen carefully. The tadpole is a parasite. Once it consumes enough of your brain matter, it instigates an excruciating transformation. Every fiber, every sinew of your being is torn apart and reformed into the repugnant flesh of a geich or illithid. That is ceremorphosis. Is that so? Conscious of the tadpole's presence, yet able to pretend otherwise. Fascinating. You aren't the first Istik to require my treatment. Though you're the most lucid by some margin. Either your tadpole is special, or you are. We must find out which. Go to the Sathisk. I will ensure you are cured. The apparatus at the top of those stairs. Quickly now. Time is of the essence. Even Githyanki rarely experiences Aethys. You are very lucky, Istik.
attention.
Githyanki scholars study gate devices closely. They even incorporate their findings into our own machines and magic.
What do we have here? To be cautious.
Go on. My time is vital. Do not squander it.
The device is strange, made of taut flesh and pockmarked metal. It waits for something.
The Zaithusk. Vlaakith's purity distilled. My duty. My right.
The device is an ingenious synthesis of illithid anatomy and metal alloys. It hums with psionic energy, hinting at paths into unknown minds and unseen planes.
Stand aside! My time has come. Praise Vlaakith. Let it be done.
Sit, child. Let the Zaithusk end your suffering. You must focus on the parasite at all times. The Zaithusk will do the rest.
An unseen blade cleaves your mind in two. Impossible pain sears your bones and body in concert with Lae'zel's. The Zaithusk's psionic forces batter Lae'zel's thoughts. There is no chance she will survive this unscathed.
Yes, child. Speak the Talakit. Meditate on its verses.
You feel Lae'zel's mind rip and rupture. Is this purification? Is this the cure?
Yes! I feel it. Splitting! Burning! Ah! What madness is this? The Zaithusk nearly destroyed me! I am Githyanki! I will not be Geich!
My life's work gone. And yet she lives. And so does her parasite.
There's something in her voice that goes beyond rage. Curiosity, perhaps, or regret. Whatever it is, you cannot identify it.
Really? Then all this destruction was a symptom of its power? Incredible. I am disappointed that we could not extract it alive. It would have been an exceptional specimen. In any case, the problem is resolved. Leave me. I must salvage what I can.
No! It can't be! It can't! This was my right!
I followed protocol. I kept to my faith. Yet the Zaithisk might have killed me. Someone must have tampered with it. An aberrance I can't begin to comprehend. There must be a Sharlak in this creche. A traitor. The sort that is hunted, slaughtered, and erased from our histories. Few would dare dishonor their queen. Fewer still would be so brazen. Now hurry. We must go to the Charai and inform him of the Zaithisk's tampering.
Out of sight, out of mind. Let's get in and out.
Entirely too empty. I'd expect to see 15 eggs at the very least.
Trap. Be cautious.
Istik are permitted to view the birthing pools now. These are strange times. Step carefully while here. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I do not wish to pick your remains from them. Most are hatched. Only one remains, monitored by Varsh Koku, the caretaker of our young. You may speak to the Varsh if you wish, but stay away from the egg. There will be no second warning.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Step carefully, kin. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I would hate to see you fall foul of them. Hatched, mostly. Only one remains unbroken, watched over by Varsh Koku, caretaker of our young. You may speak to him if you wish, but do not approach the egg, lest you fall foul of me.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. Place is trapped.
You can tell Kithrak Therazin that my position has not changed. The egg requires more time. Furthermore... Oh. You are not from Creche. What are you doing here? This egg is in my care. It does not need saving. It is... a little slower to hatch, nothing more. Most caretakers would not give the child its fair chance. But I shall. There could be greatness in that shell. Now leave. Come on now.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You can tell Kithrak Therazin that my position has not changed. The egg requires more time. Furthermore... Oh. I was not expecting an Istik. What brings you to my hatchery?
Failure at the first hurdle of existence. Most caretakers would crush it and be done.
Most caretakers would not give the child its fair chance. But I shall. There could be greatness in that shell.
You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness. It's the voice of a man who's fought the inevitable for a long time. You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness. It's the voice of a man who's fought the inevitable for a long time.
Not all that arrive late are weak. I created this entire hatchery. despite being the last of my clutch to hatch. They almost drowned me in the hatching pool, if it wasn't for the varsh of my clutch. This one deserves the same chance. Not all that arrive late are weak. I created this entire hatchery, despite being the last of my clutch to hatch. They almost drowned me in the hatching pool, if it wasn't for the varsh of my clutch. This one deserves the same chance. You? What do you know about Githyanki child rearing? Still, the captain's due for an inspection any day now. And if she sees it here... Tell me, what will you do with it if I entrust it to you? That's what I feared. Still, I'm sure its nature will pervade, even if raised among lesser species. I can no longer ignore that Kithrak Thurizen's patience has its limits. Very well. Here, take these. They will aid your approach to the egg. Fight with your brothers and sisters. Still, the captain's due for an inspection any day now. And if she sees it here... Tell me, what will you do with it if I entrust it to you? Do you think the Sword Coast is littered with creches? That you found this one was unlikely enough. But you've a spirit about you that's quite inspiring. Perhaps even equal to the challenge. I can no longer ignore that Kithrak Thurizen's patience has its limits. Very well. Here, take these. They will aid your approach to the egg. You want to fight with your brothers and sisters? Fighting a battle already. It's not even born yet. Fighting a battle already. He's not even born yet.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Can't give up now.
Blackets will be done.
Please come out.
A trap. Just as I expected. Stay vigilant. There are traps here.
Fine Githyanki egg, at least on the outside. You can see a vague outline of something within it.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
You've got the egg, haven't you? Be on your way then. Before I change my mind.
Assume nothing.
You've got the egg, haven't you? Be on your way then. Before I change my mind.
Never a dull moment.
it enough? Now, forward.
There is work to do.
Still alive, so that's progress.
So important. Feel free to suggest it.
Strange that one of your kind would be allowed here, especially during an inquisition. Cheer up when we find it.
If you walk in here unharmed, it is with the captain's blessing. Speak with her if you must.
Maybe.
On second thoughts, perhaps an inquisitive istic would make a good practice dummy.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the astral prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight, Chitrai. We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
Shut those doors! This is not a public forum! An istic in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
The istic is with me, honored Kithrak.
So noted. But my question goes unanswered. Do you bring the weapon?
Don't tell her anything.
She speaks the truth, Kithrak.
A Sharlak? Among us? Whom would you accuse? The Gestil Kithrak? A strong accusation from the mouth of an Istik. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shema Zalavlakith. Give it to me!
Don't tell her anything.
The Inquisitor? On what grounds? We have all the proof we need, and it has not moved his resolve. We know infected flock to Moonrise Towers. I reported the gathering masses back to Tunarath. In response, they sent an Inquisitor. Instead of ordering an assault, we were told to join in this mad hunt for an ancient relic. Meanwhile, illithid sickness spreads right in front of us. I do not know. This hunt is the Inquisitor's folly, not mine. It is small, angular, metal, adorned with Tirsu script, stolen by true soul heretics.
You sense Shadowheart's worry. This weapon sounds like the artifact you carry.
What was that look? You know something. Do you have it? What was that look? You know something. Do you have it? Then stop wasting my time, Istik! You are one of the mercenaries we engaged, are you not? I have business to attend to. Return with the weapon, or do not return at all.
I'm not here. Speak to the captain. Let's see how well she handles this.
I presume you are not stupid enough to return empty-handed. So, give me the weapon, now! Then Augustil will study your corpse.
Despite everything. So much for peace.
Thou goblin goo gobbler.
A little help.
Come on, can't stay idle. Close at hand.
I presume you are not stupid enough to return empty-handed. So, give me the weapon, now! Time is finite, as is my patience. Go!
Violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
Sharlak! I presume you are not stupid enough to return empty-handed. So, give me the weapon, now! Time is fine. I presume you are not stupid enough to return empty. I'll gladly see.
Let's turn someone inside out. Yes.
Sharlak!
How placid is my foolish foe!
My faith will protect me.
Vincit qui petito.
Inveniam viam. Paladin. Can't afford to let up.
Those doors. This is not a public forum.
I'm not here. Speak to the captain.
The Istik is with me, honored Kithrak.
So noted.
Don't tell her anything.
The Inquisitor? On what grounds? Information. If it's not about the weapon we seek, I don't care.
I told you, they will stop at nothing to reclaim it.
Then stop wasting my time, Istik! You are one of the mercenaries we engaged, are you not? I have business to attend to. Return.
Don't touch me.
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
If she keeps making me eat armor, I'm going on a hunger strike.
Once ate a dwarf, armor and all. Took me a whole 10 days to pass him.
behavior has caused upset. Now a fight is unavoidable.
Still on my feet.
You're a vile lister. I shall prick thee.
Do it.
Nothing will stand in my way. I'll strike you down.
What held thou to center musk?
Blood follows me everywhere.
Talk to me.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Let's get this over with.
Well, that's different. But she wasn't the one pulling the strings here.
That helped.
To the Inquisitor at the creche. The Zaithisk's failure must be reported.
My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Survival. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us. Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less, though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Go on then. Vlakith's will be done.
Best get going.
Action, not reaction.
Looking ahead.
A long way to go still.
Action, not reaction.
If you walk in here unharmed, it is with the captain's blessing. Speak with her if you must.